Hello everybody, welcome back to Tophinator Streams. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trilogy. This is going to be game number 2, Justice for All, episode 4, part 4-2 trial. So, we left off, we had to adjourn for the third time. It's going to last 3 days instead of 2. What's going on, Rosalind Smith? Hey, welcome to the stream. Hola, hola. ¿Cómo estás? Bien, ¿y tú? Alright. So, let's see about a couple more people getting in here, and then... Good! Excellent. I know, very, very limited amount, but I know that. I know how to greet people, I think. Let's see. Alright. So... Come on. There we go. Alright. I had to wake up, Meeseeks. Blue Boy. So hopefully we'll get a few more people in here and then we can start. I'm excited to try to finish this one. And then, if you got my Discord notice, I want to do Twitch tonight. Do a really long, nice Ocarina of Time stream. Give it, the proper respect it deserves. Especially since the controls are going to be a little bit wonky, so... Until I can get a, something else that works. There it goes. Alright. There, it threw out the notification for me. So how are you, Rosalind? Everything going okay? Your message was deleted? What? ¿Por qué? Why? I don't see a notification on my side. It says the Google moderator team deleted it. Did they say why? So it's YouTube denying you, but like, I don't understand why. What did you write? That's crazy. Yeah, that's, that should be fine. I don't get it either. Strange. Alright, so, let's go ahead and get on with it. It's about 4 minutes in, good lord. And, I guess the rest will jump in when we get started, so... Let's go ahead and start the stream. I'm not sure why it did that. Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? That is... It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? Looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impax's suicide note. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impax herself. It is a fake. That implicates murder! Order, order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? What's going on, Andrew? Welcome to the stream, bud. If this was not written by Miss Impax, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis, however. It appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Carita. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. I was super happy to get there. I got a lot of views for the whole FNAF thing. I didn't realize how popular that game still is. I do love that, though. That's great. We'll definitely be going, you know, into more Joy of Creation, since I haven't finished that one. And, you know, we'll still make FNAF like a regular thing on the channel, if that's what you guys want. But in the meantime, Andrew, I have exciting news for you, sir. So, I told Ryan about the whole, you know, Xbox subscription kind of going away, and he goes, oh, that means that you can't play Call of Cthulhu. FNAF is fun, yeah. And I said, yeah, Andrew's kind of like, you know, he's a little bit bummed about it. So he went on himself and he purchased it on Steam so that I could play it for you on there instead. So we get to do that, plus I think the DLC, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, hey, what's going on, Celia? You got your snacks and merch? Yeah, she sent me pictures, it was fun. Oh, it's good stuff. But yeah, we can finally continue Call of Cthulhu. We can maybe even, you know, go a little extra on that. So, we're definitely going to restart it. Yeah, no, he was like, no, I got you, I got Andrew. So, you know, just a little heads up there, Andrew. Tophinator's looking out for you. So, Mr. Carita? Well. It looks like Miss Impax never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about On Guard. However. However. There we go. Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that, and so the facts remain unchanged. The proof! That's right, yeah. Oh, Call of Cthulhu? My brother bought it on Steam, so it's a game based upon the whole Call of Cthulhu mythos. It's a lot of fun. There's the whole cult and everything to get by, and there's a lot of scary stuff in it. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Oh yeah. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. This theory that On Guard had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Present evidence. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. On Guard to not have known it was a fake. What are you basing that on? Because it was found inside the figurine, right? I don't know. I don't know. You also got bonbons, that's right. I may have bit off a little bit more than I can chew with that sentence. I don't even know how we're talking about it. It's impossible for Mr. On Guard to not have known it was a fake. It's impossible for him to not have known. So he did know it was a fake. And how is that possible? So... Because of this? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, your response? I believe that even more important than finding out if this note is real or not is whether the attorney's badge pinned to that man's chest is real. Shit. This is the $1 million question. Or that is the... Yes, I agree. No! Don't do it. Don't do it. I swear to God, I'm gonna restart if he, like, takes it. Me too. Fuck! Okay, well. Alright, well. Yeah. Just gonna kind of fast forward a bit. I replaced your badge with a chocolate badge. And Hale's badge with wrapper still on. Just like, you know, pulls the tongue out and just licks. Just puts it back. This theory that Ungard had no idea the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Still going for it. I didn't save. Fuck! There. What Kirby does? Oh. That's still fun. Why would Ungard not know? It's impossible for him not to know it was a fake because... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I bit off more than I could chew here. That one? Now I'm just reaching. Save scum for the win. Scum?
Take that!
Okay, Juan was gonna pose as Matt Ungard and talk about the suicide note. So that's not it. Didn't Ungard keep hiding cameras around his entire place? Ha! Yay! Yes! It's impossible because he kept spying on Wine. And Celeste. What is this little item called again? A video camera, Your Honor? Well, a very small one, but... Oh, that's right, a camera. Ah, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays. Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Ungard knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim, isn't that right? If that were true, then this means Mr. Ungard would have known that the victim had forged the note. Ah! So then, the defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory is as to what Mr. Ungard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But Your Honor, excuse me, but Your Honor, it's as if Mr. Ungard monitored Mr. Kurita 20. Oh, it's not as if. Excuse me. It's not as if Mr. Ungard monitored Mr. Kurita 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Ungard didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Order, 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 Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. As I figured. Huh? Huh? As you figured? As I figured, it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Ungard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Blech. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth's stuttering. This is not like him at all. Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of, who was it that hired Shelly the killer to commit murder? That's impossible! Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this witness? It's... Yes, go on. Who is it? The man himself, Mr. Shelly the Killer. Oh, Mr. the Killer. Wait! Shelly the Killer? It's the YouTube video. Yeah. You mean the killer? I mean the assassin? Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here? To the witness stand? Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is it all right with you? Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. I wonder if it really is all right to do this. Very well, then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there really no other way left to us? Now then, witness. Your name and your, occupation, please. Very good, sir. My name is Shelly the Killer, and I am a professional assassin. I say! What is going on here? Your Honor? How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. Killer will testify to this court. So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about. Blah. Oh no, this will not do! I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure if this really is Mr. Killer himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelly the Killer. I understand. Please wait a second. I'm so hungry. Maya! Maya! A voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelly the Killer. It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. The killer is a metal box? What's going on, Zooey? Welcome to the stream, bud. How you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, alright, here we go. Ah. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so... Now then, witness. There's one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
And what would that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Carita. Is this correct? Yeah. I reached 200 last night. It was really fun. Yeah. Can't believe it. New goal for the end of the year will be 225, and we'll see if that happens. So, I'm interested. I'm so hungry. All he gives me is healthy foods. I'm not a rabbit. I need burgers. Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Carita.
Go. Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well. This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it, a bad dream.
Shelly the Killer. What is he gonna say?
About my client.
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today. Nope. That is the reason I'm here today on this witness stand. Excuse me. No, it's drugs. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. I don't know.
Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us.
While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief.
You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? Seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what is coming up next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. Sure. Now about your client.
There's something I must first state.
To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. The trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're here testifying in this manner?
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the Dekillered name so my clients can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust?
It has never happened before, but if it ever did...
Yes? That person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly...
That's enough! Please, no more!
Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them.
It doesn't matter to me.
This client has already broken the rules and acted outside their prescribed role.
Their role?
This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
You? Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die? No! No! I didn't say anything! The judge had better watch himself. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Alright. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client. I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. Ah! The egomaniacal. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Somehow that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff, just tell us the name already. Patience, try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk. Blah. I'm a nice therapist, you know. I've said that so many times. There is something I must first state. Okay, so we are looking for something.
Hold it!
I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney.
I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means? Sorry, go on.
Well, it appears this one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright.
It's only because you don't know about my situation. Okay.
Objection!
What about this? Ah! I'm gonna get damaged. I need to think about saving before I try to present evidence. Just in general. That's what I need to think about.
Objection!
I'm trying to break the confidence that he has with his client. But everything I present, he's just like, nope.
Objection!
I better just keep pressing.
Hold it!
Oh. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. And that's why you feel you can betray this person?
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured?
Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic?
The case just keeps getting better and better.
If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Everyone understands your point, I think. Really.
In that case,
I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. Yeah, we just needed to keep pressing, that's all we needed to do. You've made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready.
excellent.
And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. Okay.
Hold it!
Now then, I do believe it's about time I revealed the name of my client, don't you agree? Yes!
Hold it!
Do it!
What is it?
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
If you can't ask it,
Mr. Wright, then I will. Well, they are trapped here. There's nothing else they can do but listen. Yeah, true. Witness! What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Carita? That person's name is... Adrian Andrews. What?
Objection!
Witness! What's going on, Lawler? Welcome to the stream. That's not who you told me it was earlier. Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What? This can't be! On the phone earlier! What's going on here? My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back? I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Madame Guard, perhaps? I knew it. This is outrageous! I was deceived! This witness is telling a very serious lie.
But weren't you the one who summoned this witness?
You, Shelly the Killer. My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt Ungard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal. Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive, and has instead provided this suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. the Killer's client, who requested the murder, was not the defendant at all.
No.
With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Madungard is innocent.
What's going on, Tori? You gotta go do homework? That's okay. But it's good to see you. Welcome.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict.
Beep.
Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
But now, with the way this is going, Ungard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And Ungard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this? A bit late because I was watching the final part of Spider-Man. It's okay.
Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Oh yeah. Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelly the Killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me! Listen, everyone, please! That testimony just now was all one big lie! Miss Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake. But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me, it was a horrible, horrible lie. Someone must have a need to watch Spider-Man. On YouTube it says, oh. Wait, what? They could assume.
But Mr. the Killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client.
No! That's not true!
Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and button, donning the nickel samurai costume.
But that's...
You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impax was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No. Mr. Wright! You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. Oh. Yeah, earlier, Rosalind got blocked out.
Whoa.
Got one of her messages blocked out, but it was completely innocent, so I don't know what's going on with the moderation over at Google. Just a second, Celia, let me see. Okay. By Google moderator team. Yeah, you're not the first one. Yeah, they did that to Rosalind as well. And yourself? What the hell? Okay, somebody's going a little bit crazy up there. Google! Stop it! Jesus. Big brother Google. Yeah, Google hate me more. No, oh no! Messages were blocked 5 times, Lawler? Jesus. It's being stupid. Guys, just, if you get blocked again, just reiterate what you want to do, but do it in like a paraphrased form, like a different way of saying the same thing. So that your message goes through. Sometimes, I guess Google is off its fucking rocker right now. I really don't know what's going on. There might be like an update that got messed up or something like that, but just get around it, you know what I mean? Don't say the same things, just say the same thing in a different way. You know what I mean? It may or may not help, though. I don't know. Yes, I know the truth. Just for those on YouTube? Well, it might even block me, honestly. Like, I'll try to type something in the chat. Hang on. Yeah, Celia sent me a screenshot of what happened. Let me see here. Okay. I'm gonna repeat what Rosalind said that got blocked. Okay, so that went through. It's a moderator bot? Yeah, it sounds like a messed up moderator bot. I don't know what to say, guys. Just, if we figure out, which one it is, then hopefully we can let, Google and YouTube know what's going on, but, I don't know which bot it is. I'm not sure what's going on. Because messages go through without getting deleted to your screen, but it does on YouTube chat, yeah. There's a little notice that says it was deleted by Google moderator, and that's what Celia sent me. Some updates are coming. Okay. So maybe it's just temporary, guys. Don't worry about it too much.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I believe we've reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions.
Oh, God. I have to decide. Oh! Bad Google indeed. Yep. Termination. So, Zooey, I have a question about that. Was it on YouTube that your main channel got deleted and you just made another one, or what happened there exactly? Did you send it to Google as like a mistake? Wouldn't worry about it too much, yeah. I know sometimes they try, it takes time for them to fix it, yeah. Yeah. Say he's guilty? Oh god. Wait, who's... Say he's guilty, as in my client? I mean... For copyright? Oh my god. He got terminated for copyright? So you got struck down for copyright, like 3 times, or was it like... Because you should have gotten claims first, then a chance to defend yourself or repudiate the claims. Then there should have been a discussion back and forth, and then there should have been a copyright strike if you violated the terms. Oh god. But they just, what, they just termed your channel for copyright only, and like, didn't give you the process? Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna request that the trial continue. Phoenix. I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept a not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But Madame Guard is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than Ungard. Even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Ungard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? Never thought about it until now. I trust him. Yes, you do. You did get claims, but... Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, okay. Claims can be, like, 2 different ways. Claims can just, like, stay on your channel, and then the person who claims the video just keeps getting money from the ad revenue. In that case, you know, you never get really a copyright strike unless you violate it in such a way that they just basically, you know, request that your channel or your video be taken down, and you don't do it, or you fight back in such a way that says, you know, oh, I want to violate your terms. Typically, that's the only way to get a strike, as far as I know, and then you need a number of strikes in order to get it deleted. I'm sorry that happened to you, Zooey. That sucks.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. the Killer.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But... That witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job is done here.
I'm not done yet. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
Very well. The trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. the Killer.
Right away, Your Honor.
Has a verdict been reached?
Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more.
About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for?
Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. This is how things are usually done.
What is he talking about, usually done? But what shall we have him testify about now?
Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court?
Aw. Oh, damn, for real? Oh. Yeah, man, right back at you. Yeah. For sure. As I've already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Rita was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planning of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. Bye, Tori. Good luck on your homework, okay? And come visit us on Twitch after this stream. We're going to be doing some Ocarina of Timing, so...
This is a most unexpected turn of events. For the, 5th time now?
Oh, yeah.
However, this time, everything has finally been revealed.
Objection!
Just a second, Your Honor. Oh, just a second, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
Okay. Alright. Absolutely. Okay. We still have to... we still have the cross-examination to do.
But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. As if I have a choice here. See ya.
Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then
I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That makes two of us. About my client, part 2. As I've already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client.
Hold it!
What is it, Mr. Wright?
If I press him in the wrong way, it might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit.
Yes?
How much is your fee?
I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney.
Huh? If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. Ah! No! I'm not thinking of hiring
Mr. Wright!
Hey, yes?
You want to kill me! You want me dead, don't you?
What? Why would you think something like that, Your Honor?
Guilty! Mr. Phoenix Wright! You are hereby declared guilty!
Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not? One thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime.
Hold
it! I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill.
If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job.
Ah, yeah. Change in occupation might be good for you.
However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
That goes without saying, Mr. DeKiller. And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought they could run away from their guilt. My client did it to frame another for the crime.
Hold it!
Are you talking about the button and the knife? Yes. And my business card. Oh, this card. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. Okay. Yeah.
I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible. You try to make things easy? My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service. He's pretty devoted to his work. But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even to hide my card from sight, that is something I cannot overlook. It really is hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too. No! I already told you, I have no intention of using your services. Never! Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Carrito was dead.
Hold it!
From the very beginning?
That is correct. From before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times.
I wonder if that's really true. That's odd.
But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button.
Okay.
Hold it!
So why do you think your client did that?
What do you mean by why?
Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. And why would someone who has requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway?
That is true.
I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. Ungard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it? Sadly, that is not possible.
Huh?
My job is to kill. That is all. And to leave my business card behind naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty.
Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall.
That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
Hold it!
And that's all you have to testify? Yes. And I pray that I will never be called to the stand again.
Again? As in you plan to continue?
I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney?
Excuse me? No, I'm fine, really. Are you really now? I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now.
What are you gonna do now, Phoenix? All I can do is expose his lies. Or I can expose the lies. That's true. However, you realize that will be very bad for our client, right?
So confused.
The one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet.
As I've already stated quite a few times. Oh, shit. Huh.
Did I already save? I already saved. Gumshoe sure is taking his time seriously. Okay.
Objection!
Nope. In the background. Is that a burger you're eating? Okay, so that's a very bold statement to make. Broken the rules.
Objection!
Nope. What's going on, Rosalind?
Hold it!
Leaves for the courtroom. Alright then, let's see. See, that right there doesn't make any sense. But she picked up the cart, she would have known it was you.
Objection!
Hey, what's going on, Brady? It's the fact of it, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm trying to get that, like, to load, like, that thing, you know what I mean? Like, but he's not saying his yet. I'm trying to get him to, like, talk, but pushing it, or pushing each statement isn't working.
Hold it!
And there's nothing that's changing his testimony yet. And even hide my card from sight.
Hold it!
From the very beginning? That is correct. From before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. That's odd. So, I think I have to do something with that one. You know what I mean? Then why would she come in if she knew he was dead? Why would she even, like, go to the scene at all?
Objection!
To frame? Not on guard, but...
Objection!
Here we go. Got it. Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. DeKiller. What is the meaning of that attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room... Your client had no idea Juan Carita had been murdered! But how? How do you know that? From this wine glass, Your Honor. The glass? Mr. DeKiller's supposed client thought Mr. Carita had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim. Yes. Okay. But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan? Yeah, you're ahead of the curve. It's okay. It's alright. It's fine. You got Morinaga Fishy
a top Pokemon cracker snacks. That is just a load of words. That's what that is. I have no idea what you're talking about, other than Pokemon. 1 hour, boys. That's right. We're at it. We're at the time marker right there. What time is it, anyway? Aha! Oh, we still have a lot of time. That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would never have left their fingerprints behind. Pokemon Fish Crackers came in. Nice! Hey, 100th comment. There we go.
I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. You had to watch the stream at 2 times speed to catch up. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct? I'm afraid you're mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Kurita's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. GoNintendo.com? Oh. Any Twitch streams today? Yeah, I'm gonna do some tonight, yeah. We're gonna do Ocarina of Time, and if we have time for anything else, we'll play that. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing Twitch streams today, for sure.
How strange. Yes?
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble. Yeah, I know.
Objection!
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. Ah, sorry.
Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you.
Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken. Very well. Right now I have to buy us more time. Ah, thank you. Yeah. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. Request taken. This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I've made no mistakes. Mia is just there. She's about as helpful as Pearl's just sitting there. I mean, yeah.
So you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
All I gotta do is get him to talk just a little bit more about Adrian Andrews. Especially about meeting this person at the bar. So. Hold the... Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, hold it hard. You know, we know. We know. There we go. Hold it! So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. What was that? What was with the brief pause? Press further. Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail. And why is that? That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else.
And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? It was very important.
Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. the Killer had met his client before the murder, then it is unlikely he is mistaken.
So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews?
I guess so. You see, it's just as I said. Now he's lowered his guard. Grr. I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here? Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax.
Now then, will the witness please continue?
Ah, shit. That's what occurred. Man.
Hold it!
Solving this case is hitting different. Did you ask why on that specific night?
No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request.
But as for why,
I only had my suspicions.
Your suspicions, huh? So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night? Blah. I'm sure it was all for the bear. The bear? My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Carita's room. I would like you to retrieve that item from me. Must be talking about the bear puzzle. Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all. That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where the bear figurine was. I see.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
It's not important. Yeah. Damn it.
Hold it!
So your client was Adrian... Here we go. This might be it. So your client was Adrian Andrews? That is correct. Well, he says the two of them met. But if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. Ah! Fine.
Hold it!
I know. It's not here yet. I gotta keep him talking. That's the problem. He's not saying it. He's not using any kind of pronoun yet. Yes, I am quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations. I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind. Please, stop. In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind. Specific date and time? Yeah, I know. I understand. Like, that's what I'm looking for. But he's being very coy about it. Whenever he talks about Adrian Andrews, he's saying they and them as in his clientele, not her specifically or him specifically. So he's being very coy about it right now. Which means I may have to not just press, but I may have to actually use something. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to present him with Adrian Andrews, the profile, and see what that does.
Objection!
Damn it! He's being super fucking coy. I hate this. Oh, about a week ago.
Hold it! Hold it!
I just did it, just now. The bear. Okay. It was very important. We hadn't said that yet. The testimony just now has made one thing clear, and that is... the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet? Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that. Oh, really? Witness, please continue with your testimony. Shit. This feels like... this feels like it should be it. Press further. As a matter of principle, I've never taken a request by telephone or mail. Why is that? It's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. See, he's not discussing pronouns. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. Them. That's the only pronoun he just used. But he didn't make the mistake yet. I can't present evidence in a press. It has to be... They have to change the testimony in order for me to do it. And I've already presented her profile on this piece of testimony. I said, "Are you sure it was her?" Like this.
Objection!
And nothing happened. See? No good.
Hold it!
So your client was Adrian Andrews. That's correct. Says the two of them met, but there was ah! Okay, I'm gonna say it's not important on both of them and see what happens. Okay, so the first thing we can do for that is this one.
Hold it!
It was not important.
Hold it!
You gotta go eat. That's okay. Press further. It was not important. Why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions. Oh, that's new. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? You're saving your other packet of fish crackers? Nice. I've already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. Bada bing, bada boom. And I can't do anything here. But this is where we got him. That's when I thought, I can trust this person as a client. They talk about face to face. That was super important. It was very important. If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance. Oh, really? If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony. Boom. You see, now that he has to change the testimony, I can present Adrian as a woman. Very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought I can trust this person as a client. Ba-boom. Right here. What do you mean him? Adrian Andrews is a woman.
Objection!
I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time. Yes, that is correct. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy? How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. What? Shelly the killer? You have never met the real Adrian Andrews! Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip-up. About her. So what is the issue? What did you just say just now? About her? If you had met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman. Oh! Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? This witness testified to the following. That he always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their request. But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person. Swore he was a drag queen! Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. the Killer's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews. I swore he was in a drag queen outfit.
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one.
Ow! My tongue, I bit my tongue.
However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name.
Yes, I see.
Unluckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
What? What is going on? Shelly the Killer. This court demands an explanation.
I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. So does this mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. No, he's just gonna spit out more lies.
Very well, but this time, please give us the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Request taking part 2. Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of one Karita and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
So you took this job through a letter.
Didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony. Which means he's definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know. I can't make him suspicious. But I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
Quest taking part 2. Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail.
Hold it!
But didn't you just say that you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? No, I did not. Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Alright then, just cough it up and confess.
Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. Killer met with his client?
I do have proof. We come this far, I have to try to prove something here. Very well, I'll show you proof. God, I'm really just talking out my ass right now. Are you sure about this, Phoenix? No! Here's the proof that the witness met with his client who wished Mr. Krita dead. Oh, man. Oh, dicketry. I have nothing. I've got nothing. I think I may have to bow out on this one. Oh God. Ah! Back to suffer with me? Thank you. I appreciate it, Brady. So, I may have jumped the gun a little bit on this one. I'm trying to prove that he met with his client before doing the deed for his client. So we have to implicate that he either met with Matt on guard or at least saw Andrews before carrying out the murder. Not saw, but like at least prove that Ungard met with him. Ah.
Take that!
So, what do you think? You may say, what do you think? However, I am, for all intents and purposes, a transceiver radio. Oh, that's right. You can't actually see the evidence. Well, I don't think this is one I needed to see. I can hear the pure silence in the air there. Fuck! In any case, let's continue with the testimony. Alright. So I think I jumped the gun on that one. So, we got him to confess that he had never met with Andrews. Now he's saying that he got Andrews' request by mail. And that he never did meet Andrews before the murder. The request was for the murder of Juanquita and 2 or 3 other small things. Let's ask about the other small things. 2 or 3 other things? Yes. And what were these other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with this case. What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Press further. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney? Uh-oh. Yes? Everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber! And should you turn out to be one... Wait! Uh-oh. This is looking really bad. Shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Do it. Fucking do it. I want to see what happens. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. I knew it, you... The bear figurine. The bear figurine? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I bluffed him hard too. Yeah. Woo! After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Kurita's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client. Interesting. This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony. As you wish. One of these was to find a bear figurine and give it to Adrian Andrews. Bluff skill activated, that's right. So, we just got him to include this in the testimony, which means we can now contradict it with something we have on file. One of these was to find the bear figurine and give it to Adrian Andrews. Yes, but you still didn't know that she was a woman? Again, I could probably just present Adrian Andrews to him. Or... I don't know. Wait, is that statement cap, or... am I tripping? I'm sorry? Capitalized, or what does cap mean? Is that statement cap? The receipt. Oh, he's not talking about that bear. He's talking about, the puzzle bear. He's talking about this one. But this receipt is for this bear. Right? So, is that what you're talking about, or something else? Credit card. Receipt. Cap. You were giving an example of what cap is? Cap is a lie? Oh, okay. So that statement cap? Oh, okay. Or am I tripping? Yeah, no, it's totally, yeah, no, it's still bizarre because he would then know that Adrian Andrews was a woman. And this is all after the fact that he still got it wrong. So again...
Objection!
Damn. Really? It's still wrong. Picture of it. I have a picture of her in the samurai costume. And him in his gem and ninja outfit. Alright, buddy. You have a good night, Andrew. You talking about the handoff?
Objection!
Oh, damn. Did that work? Shelly the killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews... Aha, okay. So he is making the same point. There's just nothing but the bear we can use as evidence to that fact. I see. Then this item should not have been inside it. Wait, hold on. What? Why not? You are too good at this. This item? I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going.
Where's everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. Okay. I was going to burn it, for her sake. If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands. Oh, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. I see. She never had the bear, is his point. Wow, that's a really good point.
Order, order, order! So that's where you two were going.
So by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. That's true. Holy shit.
Which means?
It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client.
Oh! Oh, order! Order, order!
Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes?
I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement.
No! That's not...
That's enough. If this is your intention, then there's only one thing for me to do. Wait, please! Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to.
Hold it!
No! Please! Not that. Please wait.
Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end and I may stay my hand. Otherwise...
The brain is activated. Let's go. Oh yeah.
What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't understand this outburst just now. Do you think there's a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough?
Well, we should. Edgeworth, we can't do this. If we keep this up, Maya, she'll... The prosecution,
What has come over everyone? Even you are...
The prosecution rests.
What is going on around here?
Prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What?
What's going on, Rosalind? Welcome back to the stream.
Oh boy. Oh, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. The prosecution rests with no further questions. Then, the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I'm reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelly DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
If I end this trial here, right now, then your client, Matt Ungard, would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Miss Andrews would be charged with murder.
The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Ungard, to the stand.
The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. Can't believe it. Oh yeah. The outcome now lies in your hands. Here we go.
Dude, did the old guy finally decide? To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
Ha! So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. Ungard?
What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer? Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life? You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, Miss Andrews will be charged as a murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose. Justice, Maya will live through the plot. Yeah, she is a fae, and they keep coming back. Oh, totally. Yeah. Wait, did I do this already? Hang on. I'm just making sure.
Oh! Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt Ungard, is innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you? Right. I can't do this. But I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Matt Ungard, is totally guilty.
We're waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Man on guard, your client deserves an answer.
Maya, I'm sorry.
Man on guard is...
Objection!
Oh, damn! Oh, shit! Franziska von Karma! What are you doing here? Ow!
You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool. Did you bring them? The final pieces, do you have them? You should know better than that. You should know than to ask that, Mr. Miles Everett. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here is perfect condition. In perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine, and his injuries are minor. All of the items are inside this.
What a filthy old coat this is. Whip the judge, oh yeah. First thing she does.
Easy clapper. That's Gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in.
Go for it. I fought long and hard this whole trial. All for what is inside this raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside this coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Your final evidence? What's going on, Tehan? Also, there's a huge Ace Attorney's reference in Henry Stickmin. Yeah, I know. It's a scene before the ending. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I've seen it myself. It's fine. I do need to play the Ace Attorney, or the, sorry, excuse me, the Stickmin collection. For you guys, it's just, it's not the right time right now. Filthy, yes, very filthy, very filthy. This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. Oh my god. What?
Objection!
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. Give me a month. You got 100% completion? That's nice. Give me a month. Give me a month. I'll play it. I have to wait on Andrew's Patreon. That's what's going on. So, present the killer and in this. He hates traitors. Oh yeah, for sure. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence.
Suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police.
You must have been in quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence.
Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around, like a miracle. I'm sure of it.
This is all we can hope for. The first item is a pistol.
Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case?
No. The pistol is not needed.
Pretty sure there was no gun involved in this case. There's no real benefit to hearing about it. Please present the next piece of evidence. Is a Maya. That is how we went.
The second piece is evidence in this videotape.
Well, there we go. Bet the killer took that from a guard's mansion. Question for more details. Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Oh, yeah.
but I would speculate that this tape is very important.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Because he came back to his hideout for it.
Did Killer went back for it?
That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of our officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Shelly the Killer is no ordinary man. One of the items retrieved. The killer violently tried to recover it. Contents unknown. The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform. Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Question. Was that used during the crime? I'm almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. There's one thing I found interesting about this uniform. And what is that? There's a button missing on this uniform. A button. It is a very unique button, but I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. Bellboy's uniform added to the court record. That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
It's just as I thought.
And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure, were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelly the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However...
Oh yeah, I want to see the video.
Our question is not who did the killing.
It is, who is the client?
Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down now.
Hold it!
Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence.
Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict.
Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end? Phoenix.
I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there?
I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. Can't give up now. But, no matter how you think about it, it's... Try. For my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us.
2?
The first... Make Ungard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Huh?
The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Ungard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. The second way. Force the killer to end his contract with Ungard. If the killer were to no longer think of Ungard as his client, then he would let Maya go. Mia! That's even more impossible! Special privileges, that's right. Shelly, come back here! Oh yeah, for sure. He is a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first. But if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle. The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces, he was just shown. He's not accepting them. Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what, has always worked for us?
The other side?
Wait, does she mean... You mean to turn things around? Phoenix, the judge said he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence. The defense, prosecution, and the judge. We've all seen all the pieces of evidence, and that is how we've come to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all, and that person does not know the truth.
my dude. Yeah.
That truth. It may be what will bring about the miracle in the end.
There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict.
Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
Objection!
Oh, dip.
I have already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence.
I'm not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor.
Then, you want to show the evidence to that person?
You ran out of fish crackers? Aww.
Give me that present button.
Oh my god. Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance.
One chance?
Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person.
Objection!
That's impossible. To turn this situation around in one try.
One try. That is all I will permit.
There you go. I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think! There must be a way to save Maya while taking Unguard down at the same time.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show evidence to?
The killer.
Take that!
I see. And now, tell this court what one piece of evidence you would like to show this person.
Take that!
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness.
She is impossible. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier.
All right, looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right?
Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly,
You wish to show me one piece of evidence?
yes, one is all I need.
I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back.
That was most regrettable.
However, it was in order for my client. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? Bag it up. Oh yeah. I was sternly told by my client to not watch it. So I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you are on this tape.
Me?
There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene.
Yeah.
You're playing Geometry Dash while watching this? Nice. Your actions were being recorded.
What? Is that true? Mr. Wright, who was it that planned the camera?
Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally.
That was Adrian Andrews.
Ballsy bluffing. My man Phoenix is out here. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right?
Yes.
That was so they could film you.
I had no idea. Mr. Wright,
Why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why. Blackmail! Why did Matt on guard film the crime scene? Blackmail! Blackmail. The reason why he did that is to like take it out of this whole mess. There is only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. They wanted blackmail on you. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. Got him. Yeah. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer? Oh-hoo! It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness. Yes? You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. For the honor of the Killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. I see. That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around. I'm sorry. Mr. Wright. Yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. What the? I'm not an item. Beep. Yeah, seriously. Maya, never thought I'd see you again. Oh, thank goodness. Why aren't they tracing the radio? Oh, because the moment they start to trace the radio, he'll know what's going on, and then he'll stop testifying. That was his condition at the beginning. So they honored that. I don't know.
This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I'm sort of... I don't quite know what just happened out there with the client and the witness and... Ah!
Miss Von
Karma, where did that...
She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Look at him now! Mr. Unguard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You'll finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me! Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please.
Is this all right with you, Mr. Wright?
We finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief? Oh, man. Gotcha. What should we... Oh, yeah. You're a bit late. That's okay. What do you guys think? Guilty or not guilty? Maya did want that guilty verdict. Yeah, she did, didn't she? She really, really did. It would make it that much harder for the assassin to do what he does, but it wouldn't be impossible. But not would be funny. Okay, so I have 2 for guilty, I have Lawler for guilty, and Brady for guilty. You don't know? Okay. Alright. Madam Simp, would you like to weigh in? Guilty or not guilty? If we have the judge plead not, or the judge do a not guilty verdict, then he'll be easier to kill. But you're a man of Maya? Okay. He's guilty as charged. Plead guilty. I like it. I like the idea. Mad on guard. Even though I am a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. Me! My wonderful self! Guilty! Even if you get an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore! No! I'm gonna scratch my face! What? Should have saved? Aw. That's true. Come on, guard, you're gonna die either way. That's true.
As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth.
We? I don't remember you helping out much in this.
Mr. Edgeworth, how is Madame Guard?
I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. Oh, but I'm sure he's getting a full-course meal of whipped leather right about now.
Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness?
Yes. I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair. She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. Guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. He did. He did scratch his face like a wolf. It's absolutely... He looks better that way. He got them whips... Oh yeah, with the salt on the side, that's true. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt I had finally been saved. Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen her smile. Blah. I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, I'm sorry.
It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. But everyone seems to be in good spirits. And that is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned.
This girl is another copy of that copy of Mia. That's true. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off.
Whoa.
You've got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right?
Yes, I understand now.
Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter.
They were starving Maya from her burgers, that's true. I had to do something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life? My client, that on guard, is... Is he guilty? Or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer? Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Right. Edgeworth! I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
Really?
Pearls!
You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes. She's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car.
Ah, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya's safe! You did it! You really did, Mr. Nick!
Ow, she punches deceptively hard for a kid. Her transformation was quick? Yeah, it was.
I believed in you! I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her, Mr. Nick will save her!
Thanks.
Oh,
What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma.
About earlier, thanks.
Ow! Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yo, you're lost! Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you're still happy?
I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma.
How dare you!
Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago.
Edgeworth?
For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. Mia's ghost. She got it from me, physically and spiritually. Oh, shit. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remains spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. I do be simping for Edgeworth right now. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
As well you should have. A prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die!
But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change.
What foolish nonsense!
We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we do so...
Objection!
No matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith, looking like a total dick. Look at him. Look at his sweatiness. God, I hate him.
And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how underhanded tricks a person uses. How many. Ugh. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. Just like Madangard's face. But we will always eventually reach that one single truth. Oh no! Oh, Celia, no! But we will reach that one single truth. This I promise you.
The truth?
Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory. Who ran away into the night.
Ah! Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick?
You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. All those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself.
You pathetic fool! Miss Von Karma! I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth? You're no longer worthy! You're no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over!
Francisca threw something on the ground just now. This is an electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else.
Ah! Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip?
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this, right? Okay.
Nick!
Oh, it's Maya. Maya!
Mistake Maya! Mistake Maya!
Okay, Pearls, calm down. Aw, look at that reunion.
Oh, Nick! I knew you would come through! You got on guard convicted, like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. But we sure pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here.
Whatever, whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly.
Is it really that easy to do something like that?
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't mention it? Maya.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm relieved you're all right.
Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago.
Heh. All right. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place.
Huh? Where are we going?
Food, Nick! Food! Grub! Chow! I'm starved! I'm so hungry, even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick!
You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least!
Come with us, Mr. Arduous, please.
If you insist. Alright, so how about we hit up our usual burger joint?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. So I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick. Food!
That's true. Something just fell. I'll pick that up later.
Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Gumshoe, are you alright?
Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole, of all things.
A telephone pole? And it wasn't a red light that got him.
You did it again, city boy. I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me. And I ain't joking.
Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of The Steel Samurai.
Thanks?
Now looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it. Tonight, even.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, come on now. Everyone gather around. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer.
Looks like Lotta bought herself a new camera.
Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now.
Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal.
Amen to that, pal. Amen.
You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, Detective.
Oh, me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a different ending. Hey, Tori, what's going on?
Ah, well, you know, it's...
I think he has brain damage.
Huh? Wait. That's odd.
When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout,
I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. What? 4?
yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. It was a 4th item.
Ah, come on, y'all, it's over. But oh boy, I'll tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never a dull moment with you, huh? You think?
Why does she look so happy about that? That's true. But being shut away for...
But being shut away for 2 whole days. Weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So, to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went. Aww, that's too bad. Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway. Ah!
It sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again.
Beep, 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 beep.
What is it, Edgeworth? This thing is picking something up.
Ah! That's Miss Montgomery's receiver.
Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location.
Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself.
I still have some work to do.
Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet.
You haven't eaten way too much, you glutton. Oh, and you've eaten way too much. I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait! What? I just want to say, thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I feel like words alone are enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. Are we gonna propose to Edgeworth? Is this what this is? Take the bloody knife, Edgeworth. Take it. I don't know how I feel. Maybe this is an expression of love. I don't know. What are we going to do? I can't give it back to him. The bear? You think it's the bear? I think it's the bear too. No, the whip goes to Von Karma, doesn't it? Stuffed bear? Yeah. To give to Karma. Oh, okay, okay. So that's probably true there. Give him a wedding ring? I'm trying. The game doesn't allow it though. He gives it to her. I'm not getting whipped, boy.
Take that!
Take that! What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You. And her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. You're right. I think this does it.
It looks like Mr. Edgeworth is left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya? Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? You and Mr. Nick, I mean? Pearly, would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me.
Anyway, so who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick!
Huh? Yeah. I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I kinda already put your name on the bill. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow for $3,000.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all.
Huh? 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 Huh?
Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick.
Why do I suddenly feel like screaming?
You don't need to hold you back now, you hear?
Yeah, pal. Time to let it all out.
This is gonna be the first time I hear the real you! Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all.
Alright then. If you say so.
Objection!
Objection! There you go. That was a good ending. I think we just beat game 2. Pretty sure. Objection! That's right. There you go.
You really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. I'm gonna consider this a profession.
I'm mad we don't get a marriage. All good things come in time. Just kidding.
I'm so happy that you could save Mystic Maya, Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for the 2 of you just in case.
Wow. Edgeworth, help! Yeah.
Nah, they do that off screen. There you go. Well, pal, looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief, and he got me reinstated for my sake. I heard he say things like, letting that one go is bad for all of society. I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. Yeah, that's severe brain damage. Maya definitely has a crush on Phoenix. Yeah, that's so true. Aw. Don't hit yourself.
I'm Maggie Bird. I'm retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to people who come by the restaurant, sir. I hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? I'm Director Hardy. Recently, yes, that girl, you know. I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember, even if I laid so much as an eye on her, it would go crack. It didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yes. Oh. That just happened. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh god, oh no! It's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, sweetie! And to let the world know we are serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe.
Hey, Max, what do you think Zimbabwe is like? Do you think they're castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk?
I think if there are any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at Mo's jokes. Wow, that's a burn. Holy shit. I think he developed a new kink. That's super funny. Crack! He likes that whip. I'm ready! I'm ready! There's no way these jokes are gonna fail. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my humor. Mo curls represent.
We've got our new act all worked out. Prepare for the Hallelujah Circus. Say something. Well, yeah, you're supposed to start this off. Get on with it.
A carrot, though. Indeed. No. I've probably seen commercials, though. What's this?
What's this? Drat, it's just an ordinary change. I can't believe this, really. How long do they plan on making me do this? But it's Edgy Poo's idea, so that must mean it has a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? I was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Queen Wendy and treat me like royalty. And the pain of my heel, they're going to feel a burn. If the burn of fire, it's very dangerous. Because with it, start the scenery.
I can't keep up with that. It was too much. I'm not into FPSs anymore. I'm really not. I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. Really thankful to have met everyone. No, I don't do them either. Absolutely not. I don't like cars, and I especially don't like FPS shooters where co-op's the thing. I don't do, like, two-player, you know, that whole thing. If you'd like to request my services, we would both be blessed with the longevity. Oh! He self-destructed. Mostly it's because of my competitive nature. I don't get just toxic, but I get, like, self-hate? I don't know what the word is for it. I'm not really sure. Where's the thing Maya had made? I don't know. Gate 12, departure. Ooh. Where are you going, Francisca? How did you know I was here? With this. That's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. this filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage, but it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things? It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here? It's just a theory, a game theory. It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. What are you going to do now? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be a Manfred von Karma's daughter. Franziska. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what, and failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. Aww. Thank you. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have always been, or you have been and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my VIP away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? Ah, you look at that! Brady coming back with the right answers. I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you. And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix fight Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. He is adorable. There you go. Edgy boy, that's right. I see. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today. I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics, isn't that right? Today, you chased after me, after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you're going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Franziska von Karma. What's going on, Simon Angelo? Playing the Cancer series of NFS? Oh, Most Wanted. Wow. I am Franziska von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now. So you had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. Play Zelda CDI. I don't have it, and I hear those things are
ludicrous expensive.
One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you, I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you when at last we meet again.
This moment gets me and I hate it. Oh dang, look at that! Nick's calling card. This moment gets me, yeah. She really kept it for motivation. Yeah, yeah. Farewell, my turnabout. That's done. And... Are we back? We're back at the main screen, aren't we? Yep, there it is. Everyone join the Discord, absolutely. Hold on, let me post it. Ah. Okay. Invite. Copy. Alright. So, if you liked me and what I did and you want to see more, please consider joining the Discord. And now we pause, but we will be back for more murder cases. Absolutely. Tell me when I am needed. Absolutely I will. Yeah. So join the Discord, and it'll keep you up to date on when I go live, especially when I play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So when I join, just make me the detective. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Thank you so much to Brady for helping me, like, go through this thing. Some of these things, like, overall, in a very general... Tell your wife I say hi? I sure will. In a very general sense, it's pretty easy to, like, you know, okay, well, we got to get here from A to Z, right? But getting through it, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all that, it's a little, like, harder to remember. So I appreciate you guys' time. Goodbye, friend. See you later, Luller. And a big ol' shout out, of course, as always, to my Patreon supporter, Mr.
Andrew Smith?
He went to bed, though, so he'll have to watch back at this part, but thanks goes out to him, because without him I would not be able to afford various games and equipment and things like that, so very special shout out to him on Patreon. If you'd like to join him and support the stream and the channel and all of that good stuff, you always can at patreon.com/Tophinator, Tophinator. You'll be back, hell yeah. For all of you who are not tired yet or would like to keep continuing watching people stream and all that, I am inviting you now. Here in just a bit, you know, give me like, what is it? It's 10:03? Damn! We've been going at it for a while, huh? Okay. Give me like 30 minutes, 10:30 at the least, and I'll see you guys on Twitch. So, see y'all then. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what I did, please consider subscribing, give that thing a like, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye, guys.